Hi, my name is Chris, and this is my short story. I used to think my mother didn't love me. Not in the way other moms did. Not in the way that wrapped you in warm hugs or tucked you in at night with a soft kiss on the forehead. Mine had a voice like a blade, sharp and cool, and a silence that could smother a room. She never coddled me, never praised me when I brought home good grades, never smiled at my school plays. I remember once, when I showed her a drawing I made of our house, she barely glanced at it before saying, "The chimney's crooked. Fix it." She never let me cry. "Crying makes you weak," she would snap. If I scraped my knee, she'd hand me a bandage and say, "You know where the medicine is." But then, there were moments. Strange, out-of-place moments. Like the time I had a fever so high I couldn't move. I remember her voice, panicked and raw, calling for an ambulance. I was in and out of consciousness, but I saw her there in the hospital, holding my hand like it was a lifeline. I remember her yelling at the nurse for being too slow with the IV. When they said it was pneumonia, she didn't leave my side for 2 days straight. Or the time a dog got loose from the neighbor's yard and charged at me. I was maybe 10. I froze, too terrified to run. But she didn't hesitate. She stepped in front of me, screaming at the dog until it backed down. I didn't even realize she'd been bitten until hours later, when I saw the bandage around her arm. I never understood her. I hated her sometimes. I thought she hated me. I didn't know the truth until I was 23. We were cleaning out the attic after she had a mild stroke. She'd become quieter since then, almost gentler. I found an old box tucked behind a stack of photo albums. Inside were letters. Letters from my father. In it, he wrote about me. About how I was the result of a mistake, a brief affair with another woman. He wrote about how she didn't have to raise me, but he begged her to. And she did. She wasn't my biological mother. Everything unraveled. And yet, everything clicked into place. I confronted her, not with anger, just confusion. She sat down slowly as if the truth weighed her bones. "You were his son," she said, staring at the window like she was watching ghosts. "And when he died, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to love a child who wasn't mine. But I couldn't let you go either. So I made you strong, because I was afraid life would tear you apart otherwise." Her voice cracked. I didn't know how to be soft, but I tried, in the ways I could, and I saw it then. All the unspoken care and the hard lessons, the love buried in the criticism, the protection behind every cold word. She wasn't perfect, but she was there. She stayed. And that, I realized, is a kind of love too. A thorny, weather-worn, unyielding love. But love all the same.